Hey guys, MrFilmJack here, and welcome to my channel. So now, the year just ended, and I thought it'd be appropriate to start off my channel with a top 10 best movies of 2012 list, so you could also kind of understand what my interests in film are, and so on and so forth. So, before I go on, I just want to say a couple of things. No, I have not seen Django Unchained, Zero Dark 30, or Lincoln. So if they're not on my list, they're not. So just, that's why they're not there. And there were a couple of movies that didn't quite make the list, but I'd still like to mention. Those are The Grey. It was a small-scale movie that came out in January. Liam Neeson, great movie, great time. The second is Killing Them Softly. It's an Andrew Dominic film. It's not for everyone, but I thought the message was just fantastic, and the way it was delivered was pretty cool. And this one, many people would probably disagree, but I'm going to say Prometheus. Prometheus was, in my opinion at least, a great movie. A lot of people, they're like, oh, unanswered questions and whatnot. I thought it was great. I mean, yes, some things didn't make sense. Some things were, a little hazy, but apart from that, I thought it was a fantastic film. Now, I'm going to get right down to the list, guys, and make sure to comment below of what your top 10 is. Coming number 10, 21 Jump Street. It was quite a dry year for comedy, so 21 Jump Street, it really revitalized that, after the disappointing Dictator, and Ted was okay, but then you had the Three Stooges, and the Dark Shadows, and The Watch, so it was good to see 21 Jump Street. Coming at number 9, Men in Black 3. It's definitely my favorite Men in Black. I'm a sucker for time travel, so what they did with this one, it actually really shocked me. I was having such a fun time watching it, and Josh Brolin, man, good job. Coming at number 8, Skyfall. Skyfall, it's so low on my list because I thought it was kind of slow at times, but what they did with the character, what they did with the action was absolutely fantastic. And I have to tell you, man, this is definitely one of the greatest James Bond movies to have ever released. I'm a huge James Bond fan, so I was very pleased with this. Coming number 7, The Amazing Spider-Man. This is definitely the best origin story I've seen since either Iron Man or even Batman Begins, They took the character to a darker, slightly grittier area, but I have to tell you, it was executed well. It was a fun and yet great story, and God, there was some moments, especially at the end, where Spider-Man's just flying around the city. You need to check that out. I gotta tell you, it's a great movie. Coming in number 6, WreckIt Ralph. My favorite animation of the year. It gave me the good old Disney feel, It was very emotional. In the theater, you're having a good time. I'm not much of a retro gamer, but I still understood most of the references, and I have to tell you, it's gonna be classic Disney. It's soon to become classic Disney. It's that kind of movie, and at the end, the tearing up, oh, it's emotional. Coming in number 5, Ben Affleck's Argo. Argo's definitely gonna receive quite a bit of recognition at the award season, but it is definitely one of the most intense films I've ever seen. It was powerful, man. To believe that any of this stuff actually happened, it's phenomenal. You need to check out Argo. It's still in theaters at the time this video has been uploaded, so check it out. Coming in at number 4, The Avengers, the Mac Daddy at the box office. And, no one thought this was possible. No one thought that this was going to happen. But when we saw what Joss Whedon did, it was greatly executed, and the heroes are together. It makes me more excited for the upcoming Marvel Cinematic Universe Phase 2. I have to tell you, it is the most fun time you can have in a theater. People say, watch it at home. Not in the theater, it's not as fun. Well, I saw it on Blu-ray, and I have to tell you, it was still just as good. Coming number 3, I told you I'm a sucker for time travel. Looper. This is definitely one of the best sci-fi films that I've ever seen. It is a character-driven story, which is practically the essence of the film. Rian Johnson is known to be a great character director, and I really, really enjoy the hell out of Looper. Great premise, gotta check it out. Coming in at number 2, The Hobbit, An Unexpected Journey. I saw it in 48 FPS, I'll get to that later, but oh my god, I'm a big Lord of the Rings fan, saw all the extended editions before going in. I have to tell you, this gave me the Lord of the Rings feel. You know, it really, it Peter Jackson is the perfect man for the job because he made it feel like the Lord of the Rings again, and I was very, very pleased to see that. It's all in all still a great movie on its own. Not that because I was worried that it would be 3 Lord of the Rings movies, 1 Hobbit movie. Nope, currently 4 Lord of the Rings movies, and I cannot wait for the sequel. And coming in #1 is The Dark Knight Rises. This is the definition of epic. Go to the dictionary, look up epic. It's the poster of The Dark Knight Rises is in the dictionary. I gotta tell you, man, it's pure, it's filmmaking at its finest, and I have to tell you, you cannot miss this. One of the greatest movies ever made. So, what's your top 10 list, guys? Like, comment, and subscribe. Until next time, this is MrFilmJack.